Am I working for a bad plumbing company? 10 signs your plumbing company sucks. I'm going to teach you how to tell if your current plumbing company does suck and some things you can help do about it. If you think you get good value here and you love our opinion or you just want yours to be heard, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. Plumbing prices, let's start there. How does your company determine their plumbing prices? Are you still doing T&M pricing, time and material, or are you doing flat rate pricing? Have you got price guides? How do you do your pricing? Or do you actually set your pricing by what neighborhood you pull up in? I saw a video one day of a handyman that actually did not set his pricing until he pulled up in front of the houses. He looked at how big it was, how nice the cars were, and said, look, here's what I'm going to charge you. Now that is crooked as it can be. I recommend you develop a flat rate pricing program. You get a book, you get it done so your plumbers, your company is represented very well by that book. It talks about who you are, what you do, and your pricing. That way, no matter what job you go on, your pricing is fair. Now, in the current state that we're in with pricing going up on materials all the time, you want to make sure you look at your pricing often and change it accordingly to keep up with trends. If not, you're losing money. And make sure you stay till the end, because I'm going to tell you what every plumbing company that's doing most of these things does not want you to know. Number 2, good plumbing practices are overlooked. Does your plumbing company do the right thing every time it goes out? If not, this could be a problem. It's kind of hard to do and it kind of puts a lot of plumbers in a bad situation, but you've got to look at the numbers and you've got to know what numbers to look at. You've got to know what your KPIs are, your key performance indicators. Are you closing enough? Is your ticket right?
Huh? Pull over! No, it's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing. Yeah! Killer boots, man!
Is it priced right? Are things like that being done? Are they being looked at? Are you doing a job cost analysis? Do you know on every job you go on, or does your plumbing company owner know? Do your plumbers know whether they made money or not? If you don't know if you're making money on every job, to be honest, you're really not sure if your plumbing company is making money or not. Number 3, plumbing training, plumbing coaching. Are your guys getting the coaching and training they need, or are you getting the coaching and training you need? If you own a company, you should make sure that you have the best trained plumbers.
Yes, sir!
I worked for a company one time and I actually got in a rather loud discussion with the president of the company because, well, she was talking about this false advertising they were doing. We're going to tell everybody we have the best trained plumbers, and we're going to tell everybody we are the #1 customer service company. Well, when I asked how they were the best trained plumbers, she said, well, all our plumbers have licenses. Then when I asked about customer service, she said, well, our plumbers know how to say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, please, and thank you. Well, customer service is a lot more than that. But what kind of training are you really getting your plumbers? Not what are you telling the public you're doing. What kind of training are you doing for your plumbers? And if you work for a company that is not getting any coaching, any training, or doing any of that, Number 4, are you the fastest plumber in town? Well, if you are, that's not necessarily a good thing. Now, if you work T&M, well, it could be good, it could be bad. But if you're the fastest plumber in town, you're not taking time to build relationships with your customers. You're not getting in and talking to them. You're not getting in and communicating with them. You need to spend time just listening to your customers and asking questions to help you learn more.
I recommend slowing down and spending time building relationships with your customers.
Number 5, social media marketing. Does your company do it? Do you do it? Do you post about what you do each and every day just so your friends know? This can help you. It can also help your plumbing company. If you're not doing social media marketing, or if your company isn't, and it's a great way to get information about what your company is all about out in front of the community, out in front of your town, your neighbors. You should be doing things on social media just to let people know what your company is, what it stands for, and what it's all about. Number 6 is easy, plumbing insurance. Is your company covered? Are you covered? What happens if your company does something wrong? Do you have insurance to cover it? Do you have the right insurance? If you work in a state that doesn't require a license, does it require insurance? And are you covered? I know here in Texas, any legitimate company has to have insurance and a certain amount, and we've actually gone above and beyond to make sure we're covered well. Number 7, branding your plumbing company. Now, this can be website, this can be uniform, this can be wrapping your vehicles. Does your company do that, or the company you hired? If you work for a company that's not well branded, how does that reflect upon you? I mean, think about it. Do you pull up in your truck? Do you pull up in a company truck that's logoed? Do you have a uniform? Do you look the same as the other plumbers that work for your company? Do you and your apprentice look alike? Are you branded? Does everybody look like they work for the same company? From your social media to your website, everything needs to look alike. Number 8, bad plumbers. Does your company hire them? I know I have. Here's the deal. I hired a plumber once because he was the top sales plumber for one of my competitors.
Listen, if you were going to poach one of my guys, I am going to poach one of yours. Could you transfer me to one of your salespeople, please? Your best one?
Well, the problem was, I know why he left. When you hire plumbers based on one thing, you're going to end up with a problem. Hire slow, fire fast. When you've got a bad plumber, let them go. This plumber cost me tens of thousands of dollars because of shoddy work. His mind wasn't in it, or there were other issues, but when you hire a plumber like that, you'll remember it forever because it stings. I promise you, no matter how good that plumber is, no matter how good his sales are, if he does not go through the systems and processes and does things right, get rid of him. It's going to come back and cost you later. Number 9, best stock plumbing truck. Does your company have that? Is your van like that? Now, it's probably your responsibility. You and your company need to make sure that you have systems and processes in place to make sure you have everything in stock on your truck each and every day that you may need. Number 10, and this is the biggest, are you the best plumbing company in town? If you're not, what is the best plumbing company doing? Are you getting training on the latest and greatest tools, equipment, technology? Becoming the best plumbing company in town is something that any of us can do. I remember one time I was talking to a much larger plumbing company. I was talking to the owner. He was a multi-affinity company. He had electrical, plumbing, HVAC, roofing. He had all different things under his business. And he looked at me in our meeting. He said, you know, Roger, you will always be a better plumbing company. I thought, wow, you're doing tens of millions of dollars. I'm not even doing $1 million a year yet. Why would you say that? He says, because you understand plumbing better than I myself do. He says, now, there's other things I understand better, but I have to depend on other people for plumbing. What can you do to become the best plumbing company, the best electrical company, the best HVAC company, the best roofing company? Now, what is it most of these companies that are doing all these things wrong don't want you to know? They don't want you to know that they're losing money and they're probably going out of business. Getting the right coaches, consultants, training, whatever it is that you need to put yourself in position to be the best company, it's well worth it. You're going to learn, you're going to grow, and it's going to make your job easier. And if you're making more profit each and every day, that makes it nice. Do me a favor, guys. If you're listening to this and you come across one of these, you're like, yeah, my company doesn't do that. Leave me a comment down below and let me know, what do you think it would do for you if your company did stuff like this? Guys, I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please hit the like button and make sure to subscribe and ring the bell. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, helping you make more money in the trades.